And so a very special welcome to our guests. This call really is for our guests tonight. And so I just want you guys to feel welcome. I want to congratulate you on taking the time out of your evening. You could be doing many other things tonight, I'm sure, but you are going to spend the next 30 minutes with us on this Zoom. So we're very grateful for that. And our wish for you today is that you leave with information that is going to either empower you to better health, or it's going to empower you to a better financial future, or both. Information that will make you healthier and information that will make you happier. That is our goal this evening, is to share some good stuff with you. And then a very warm welcome to our guest speaker, Dr. Barry Bland. You're going to be hearing from him in just a little bit. Good to have you on the call with us. For those of you who are meeting for the first time, my name is Drew McDermott. I have just a very quick story. I've been part of VisionLife for all my life. My parents, who are on the call this evening, Rory and Nola McDermott, joined VisionLife as a newly married couple 49 years ago. And they joined because they were ambitious, financially stressed, yes, but they were ambitious. And somebody said to them, hey, how would you like to make some extra money? And so they took a close look at VisionLife, and they looked at the product, and we're going to talk about some product tonight. And they said, man, these products, we got to get onto these products. Somebody spoke about the opportunity. We're also going to talk about the business opportunity tonight. They didn't fully understand it, but they said, after that meeting, if VisionLife can do just half of what that man says it can do, we've got to give this thing a shot. And that decision they made 49 years ago changed our family's life for generations to come. So I'm going to talk with passion tonight, because I'm passionate about what we do, because I've lived it. VisionLife has given us 3 generations of magnificent health. I've got 3 gorgeous kids who are 3rd generation on the VisionLife products. My daughter's 15. I've got twins who turn 13 in the month of February. So I've got teenagers coming up. Wow. And 3 generations of magnificent health. That is a major blessing in itself. But financially, it changed our family's future for generations to come. And I got to live it, watch where it took my family from where we were as a kid to where we are today. That journey was just magnificent. And I've watched this VisionLife business and product change the lives of so many people around me. So we're passionate about what we do. And as a company, we have been in business since 1958. We were founded in the USA in 1958. We're currently operating in over 50 countries around the world. And we call ourselves the VisionLife family. As a VisionLife family, we are on a mission. Our mission is to give people the power to live healthier and happier lives. That's what we want to do. And we want to end the trend of 2 key things that are happening in the world around us. The trend of poor health. Too many people are living under the circumstances when it comes to their health. Too many people are living with chronic diseases. Too many people are living life with no energy, no vitality. It's a trend, a negative trend, which we believe we have the products that can solve that trend. And the second trend is we want to end the trend of financial stress. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, because I believe there's as much financial stress in today's world as there is physical stress. So that is what we want to do as a VisionLife family. But I think, Barry, tonight, a good place to start this call is to talk a little bit about our product. And why is nutrition so important? We call it the health and wellness industry. This health and wellness industry has been growing for a number of years. It's showing no signs of slowing down. In fact, it's gaining momentum. People are trying to look younger, feel younger, live longer, live with more energy. If we have a look at really what is going on, we have more science, more technology, more pharmaceutical medication in today's world than ever before. Yet people are sicker today than they ever have been. We look at the chronic diseases. We call these chronic diseases or non-communicable diseases. These are preventable things if we give our bodies the right nutrition, the right tools, the right ingredients to repair, renew, protect. And so we're going to talk about some amazing products, but the message here is our products are not the miracle. As good as they are, our products are not the miracle. Your body, the Lord has given us amazing bodies that are designed to heal themselves, renew themselves, protect themselves. But we've just kind of lost our way over the last number of decades. And so we know that supplementation plays a vital role in today's world in helping us plug those dietary and those nutritional gaps so that our bodies can do what they're designed to do, which is live with health and vitality. So Barry, for those of you meeting Barry for the first time, we go back a long, long way. He's got an incredible story, which I hope you share with us tonight, Barry. He is not just a doctor, he's a specialist anesthetist. So he specializes in putting people to sleep. I hope that doesn't happen tonight, but he just has a real passion and knowledge for nutrition and how nutrition can play a positive role in your life. So Barry, welcome to the call.
Thanks, Andrew. And yeah, I just, as I'm listening to what you're saying there, it just reinforces the things that I've had a look at over the years, the things that I've experienced. And, you know, yes, I'm a doctor, I specialize in anesthetics. I'm very skeptical initially about nutrition. Didn't believe that it actually made a difference. Just eat a normal diet. That was all the deal. And, you know, I'm going to speak particularly about TreeNN this evening because that was what really changed and brought the company into being as far as a nutritional company was concerned, and that's with Formula 4. So, and that TreeNN was the foundation. And I was just looking at it this evening and realizing that, in fact, while the research showed that TreeNN made a difference in chronic fatigue syndrome, no one knew why. But it didn't matter because the nutrients that were coming in and were being extracted from raw food were the right nutrients, even though those were only really shown to be exactly what they were, the lipids and sterols, much later. But you know, for my experience, I had hepatitis. And I was very unwell, and Pat had just started using, in fact, one of the skincare products. And when I developed that hepatitis, I was very unwell, and I did not want to know anything. I was fatigued and yellow and all the things that happen. And Pat, my wife, insisted that I take a whole bunch of things, some of which contain the TreeNN. And the more that I think back and look at the various things that were necessary in order for my liver to recover and me to recover because of it, was related to that. So, you know, it starts small, and yet it's vast. And so as we make sure that we're getting the real foundational nutrients in, we can make a difference to our good health. And as the years went by, Pat built a business. And Andrew will speak more about the business later, but it got to the point where it needed my time. And I was, at that point, able to give up full-time anesthetics and go into VisionLife full-time, and still there. There are some major advantages, and I'm here to talk about product, but there are some major advantages. No one tells me when to retire. And I see my peers concerned about that situation where they've now got to retire. I don't have to sign a leave form. I can do what I need to do with my family. Particularly, I've got 3 daughters and 8 grandkids, and as Andrew was saying, they are well. And for a vast majority of that benefit is from good nutrition. And so, you know, yes, there is the financial benefits, and I'm just mentioning it here, but what really excites me about our products is the fact that the basic nutrients are available in a form that is readily absorbed by the body. And the company has made that a philosophy based at least based in nature and backed by science. And the Scientific Advisory Board, men and women who are experts in their particular areas. And they were able to bring together, and are still bringing together, leading research and knowledge of just what our nutrients can do. So Tree and N, 1958, all they did was they took some of the oils that have been processed out of our normal natural food and concentrated it, and that was the Tree and N. So those lipids and sterols are essential for the body, and yet they were being removed from our diet because of processing of the foods. And then what they were able to show was that those lipids and sterols were vital for the normal structure of the cell wall. And if our cells are well, we are well. If our cells are not so well, we are not so well. And if our cells are sick, we're sick. And what those Tree and N oils do, those lipids and sterols do, is they make sure that the health of the cell wall is at optimal levels by making sure that the nutrients can come into the cell and the waste products can get out. So our cell health is our health. And we've got to be able to maintain that. And I believe that that was part of just what made a difference for me with my hepatitis way back, was the fact that one of the particular ingredients that I was taking contained the Tree and N. It would have been much less effective without the Tree and N. And so by putting that in, and the research has shown that it improves the ability of the body to extract and utilize nutrients that are even in your diet. So a single product, if you stay on the same diet, you are actually going to get a better extraction of those nutrients in that diet than if you were not taking the Tree and N. And that's a major benefit. And I've seen what Tree and N can do. It does. It assists as far as perimenopausal situation is concerned. So, you know, the hot flushes, the mood swings, those sorts of things are, if you provide the body with the basic raw materials that it needs to be able to function correctly, as Andrew said at the beginning, we're designed to be well. And it's when we are not getting the right sort of things in. And one of those real basics is Tree and N. And so if you are fatigued, and I mean, how many people do you hear daily say, oh, I'm so tired? And one of the things that anybody can offer them is the Tree and N, and know that it will be of benefit to them. It's a no-brainer. It really is. It's one of those things that is important that we get across and assist in that. Let's get healthy. Let's stay healthy. We're all going to die. But I just want to be well when that happens. And that's what I believe good nutrition can do. So I just thank Rory and Ola for introducing Pat and I into this business so many years ago, and having the benefit of those nutrients throughout this time for ourselves, for our kids, and for our grandkids, and obviously the other financial benefits and that sort of thing come with it. But you know, I can hand my business on to one of those kids or those grandkids. My anesthetics is here in my head and in my hands. I can't hand that on, but I can this. And I just think that's such an incredible benefit that we have. So we've got a magnificent range of products. I mean, I've only talked about Tree and N tonight, but get me onto anything else, and I promise you I'm as enthusiastic, and I take a lot. The business works. And Andrew's going to show you just how to use Tree and N as in a simple business building system. So have a look. If you're looking here for the first time, find out about Tree and N. Get on to the person who invited you here. Listen to how Andrew talks about the business, and let me tell you, the business works. You cannot tell me it doesn't. 30 odd years later, it works. So we have things here for everybody. Thanks, Andrew.
Dr. Bland, thank you so much. Fantastic. Tree and N works. That's so, you put it so simple. And the reason why we specifically spoke about Tree and N tonight is because there's a lot of new people on the call. And Tree and N is where it all begins. And I think the key fact that you need to hang on to that is Tree and N will double your nutrient utilization efficiency. So Tree and N will give you a double boost to what you currently have. That's energy, that's nutrient utilization efficiency, that's removing toxins. There's just so many benefits to Tree and N alone. And it's just such a simple and effective product that just forms the base. We call it the non-negotiable. And and as our distributors on the call will know, you grow into the other products. But I just believe the power of simplicity, it all starts with Tree and N, and you can build it up from there. So that, just through that one product alone, that is how we're going to make significant, or how we are making this world a healthier place. Now, if we look at making the world a happier place and ending this trend of financial stress, and Barry mentioned the business a couple of times, and he's got an incredible business story for somebody who started out so skeptical and wanted his wife to do the business and wanted nothing to do with it, to now he is a 50-50 partner in that business. It's quite a good story. But I grew up with a business, like I mentioned, but I haven't always been a distributor. I was taught, like many of you, I'm guessing, to go out and study hard and get a good job. And that is exactly what I did. And for the first 13 years of my working career, I spent those years working for the world's biggest investment bank. And I quickly learned that as long as I was working for somebody else, I probably wouldn't live the life that I always thought I was going to live. On one hand, I grew up in this entrepreneurial home where I watched my parents as near-life distributors. Yes, they made plenty of money, but it was so much deeper than that. I could see they were making an impact with what they did. They would get up on a Monday morning or Friday morning, it didn't matter. They would live life with purpose, with passion. They were enthusiastic about what they did. And on the other hand, I felt I was just living this life of quiet desperation, where I felt that there was so much more I had to offer this world. And I was living from weekend to weekend. And I love talking about this, early on in the year, as we are now, is something I would always say to myself and to my wife at the beginning of the year. I'd say, this year is going to be different. This year is going to be different to last year. This year, we're going to have more time. This year, we're going to have more time to spend with our kids. This time, we're going to travel more. This year, we're going to make more money. This year would go by in a heartbeat. And we'd have exactly the same conversation 12 months later, and then 12 months later, and then 12 months later. And it was only when somebody very close to us said to me, Drew, for things to change, you are going to have to change. What are you going to do differently? What are you going to do about it? And we know the definition of insanity, doing the same thing year in, year out, expecting a different result. And it's such a simple piece of information, but it's true. If you do the same things you did last year, don't expect anything different. If you want to improve your health, start eating better, start getting some exercise, start taking supplements. If you want to improve your relationships, start working on your relationships. If you want to improve your bank balance or your finances, start doing something different. For things to change, you have to change. And that is what really was the catalyst to me taking a look at becoming a near-life distributor. And I got excited about it because of what we call the power of part-time. Near-life allowed me to build my business part-time in the evenings and on weekends, as we're doing now, while I work full-time on my job. So every day I'd go and work full-time on my job, and part-time I'd work on my future. And it took us 2 years until our part-time near-life business was making enough money for my wife and I to both exit the investment banking industry. So it works. I'm second generation, it works. And over the last 10 days, I've been traveling around South Africa to virtually every city and a lot of the little towns. And there's a common thread I see. People are excited for this year, but man, people are apprehensive. People are lying awake at night, worried about what the future holds. People are not making enough money. People are, their living expenses have increased rapidly over the last 12 months, yet the incomes have remained pretty static. And in fact, F&B released a stat a little while ago saying that 57% of middle-income South Africans, people that are supposedly doing okay, 50% of them will spend virtually their entire salary within 5 days of getting paid. Okay, so people are under pressure. People are struggling to educate their kids. People are struggling to make ends meet. People are struggling to get out of debt. People are working their entire lives, getting to retirement and going, I do not have enough money to retire. People are finishing, getting themselves educated, coming out of colleges, out of schools, and going into a world of unemployment. And so we have a challenge on our hands, a financial crisis. And I truly believe that entrepreneurship is the answer to these challenges. We're not going to find enough jobs for people. Entrepreneurship, we know the saying, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. If you teach him how to fish, he can eat for life. And that's what entrepreneurship is all about, is teaching people how to create an income that can withstand economic factors, and an income that they are in control of and that nobody can take away from them. And that is where Near-Life comes in. Yes, we have this incredible product line, but this product line is the engine behind our financial opportunity. A business where you can get into business for yourself, but not by yourself, and has no financial risk. It's going to require some of your time, but you can build it on a part-time basis initially. And so this is how it works. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so this is how the business works. It starts with what we call the 3 daily success habits. Now, this is a real business. We're not selling magic beans here. So we're not looking, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. And I just want to get that out the way. If that's what you're looking for, then this is not for you. Near-Life takes care of your marketing. Near-Life takes care of your product line. Near-Life takes care of all your technology. So you can build your phone from your business from your phone or from your computer. Near-Life takes care of your compensation plan, your training, your mentorship, all that kind of stuff. Near-Life is basically a business in a box. That's their job. But you have a very important job to do. Okay, you play a very important part to your success. And your job consists of 3 daily success habits. Number 1, we want you to use the product. We want you to feel the benefits of training and live your healthiest life. Number 2, we want you to share the product and opportunity with other people. That is how you build a business. And number 3, we want you to become the best version of yourself through personal development. We know we are in the business of adding value into other people's lives. We want to make people healthier. We want to make them happier. And to add value into other people's lives, you have to become more valuable. And I'll touch on personal development in just a little bit. So those are your 3 jobs that you do or habits that you do every single day. And how does this translate into a 3-step business building program? So step 1, we want you to use and to share the product. Okay, what I mean by that? Now, this is a little bottle of training that Barry was talking about. Get your 6-pack of training, which means a case of training. Go and buy your case of training, which consists of 6 bottles. Okay, this We'll give you product that you can use. You can use 1 bottle, and it's going to give you product that you can sell. You can go out and sell 5 bottles. And very importantly, a 6-pack equals 102 points. Okay, in this example, we're going to just give it 100 points, which will ensure you are a qualified distributor with 100 points or more every single month. So what are points? Because we operate in over 50 countries around the world with different currencies, we use the standard currency, which we call points. So that little bottle of TreeNN you see on your screen is worth 17 points. 17 times 6 gives you 102 points. Okay, so we want you to get a 6-pack, use 1, sell 5. And who do you sell these TreeNN to? You sell them to people who have a need for it. We don't go knocking on people's doors trying to sell product. We talk to people, your friends, your family, your relatives, people you meet along the way. You ask them questions. How many people do you know that when you talk to them, they just are so exhausted? They tell you, I just have no energy. I wake up in the morning, I am even more tired than I went to sleep at night. I am starting a new health journey, whatever it is. People who have health challenges or health goals to achieve, you share your TreeNN with them. And we have some fantastic sales tools that will help you do exactly that. And so in this example, by selling your 5 bottles of TreeNN, you're going to make yourself 345 Rand profit. Not life-changing money, but you can go out and do that within the first day or 2 of becoming a near-life distributor. Step 2, you find and help 6 distributors get started with their 6-pack. Work with them to ensure they are qualified distributors with 100 points or more every single month. And that's this little illustration. You find 6 people who become distributors just like you, and they get their 6-pack. They use 1 and they sell 5, so they do 100 points. And who are your distributors? Maybe Jane over here is somebody who is a single mom, and she has kids that she's got to educate, and she is not making enough money. And so she has to find an extra 10,000 Rand a month, 15,000 Rand a month to educate her children. She needs an opportunity. Maybe old Bob down here, maybe he has worked his entire life and he's come out to retirement and he doesn't have enough money to make it through the rest of his life. He needs to find another source of income. Maybe Mary over here is somebody who just wants to drive a better car, or maybe she loves to travel and wants to have some money to have a little bit of fun with. But there are just so many people all around us that are desperate for a way to find a way to make an extra source of income. Go and find 6 of them. Step 3, okay, by doing that, you'll make yourself an extra 745 Rand a month. Not a lot of money, but you can go and do this in your first month of joining this business. Step 3 is you work downline with your 6 distributors and you simply help them to duplicate what you have done. Find their 6 distributors who get started on a 6-pack and ensure that they are qualified distributors with 100 points every single month or more. You see, the 100 points is a key number. Every single month, 100 points more. And this simple 3-step process will build a business of 43 distributors, qualified distributors, doing a total of 4,300 points every single month. So your business has a total of 4,300 points. That's 43 people, each doing 100 points, 4,300 points. And a near-life business like this would make you a near-life director and would make you more than 120,000 Rand per year. That equals 10,000 Rand per month. How long will this take you? We recommend you get out and you do this within the first 3 to 6 months of this journey. And here's just a quick pro tip. Maintaining this 4,000 point business, this qualified director business status, offers many other additional benefits to your 10,000 Rand monthly bonus. Firstly, you'll get another 1,000 Rand cash and a fast start step up bonus. Secondly, you're going to earn an additional 19,000 Rand a year in consistency bonuses. And you stand a chance to be invited to our leadership summit, where you will learn everything you need to take your business to the top. And here's a couple of photographs of our last leadership summit of people from all walks of life, different backgrounds, different races, different educations, different age groups that are succeeding and took their step to qualified Emerald Director. So for those of you who have big goals, for those of you where 10,000 Rand isn't going to cut it, you need to make more money, You need to become a director, and you need to develop other directors. And in this example, you develop three directors within your team, 1, 2, 3, using the 3-step system. And by doing this, you're going to earn yourself an extra 20 to 50,000 Rand per month. Okay, that's a good income. That might take you a year, 2 years, 3 years. You get to decide. And as a director with 3 directors, you step up onto our world team, where there are many other benefits. One of them is you get to travel with us overseas every single year. This was our trip last year with people from around 200 of our world team members from around Africa. And on the 8th or 7th of May, we are all jetting off to the wonderful Istanbul, Turkey for our world team vacation 2023. And that starts at world team level when you are a director and you've developed other directors. Then you can continue building your business if that's not enough. And in this example, you've gone out and you've created another 3 directors. So you have 6 directors in total with you being a director. And that would put you onto our president's team. And as a president's team member, that will give you an income starting at 100,000 Rand plus per month. That is an income of over $1 million, well over $1 million Rand per year. Okay, and it can grow significantly from there. But how it works is, if you want to achieve success in this business, what is vitally important is you become a director using those 3 steps. And once you are a director, you now have the skills and ability to get out there and help other people step up to director. And when you help enough people in this business get what they want, better health and better finances, you will achieve your dreams and your goals. That is how our business works. And it all comes back down to the simple 3 daily success habits. Use the products, get out there and share the products and opportunities, build a customer base and build distributors that work with you, and personal development. And that personal development is a key element to this recipe. And right now, I don't know your circumstances. I don't know what your goals or your dreams are, but for things to change, you are going to have to change. And for me personally, I had to learn how to step out of my comfort zone. I was very comfortable sitting behind a computer screen for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, working with numbers, talking to people on email. But I had to learn in this business to get out to other people, to reach out to other people and say, hey, you want to start a better health journey? I've got a product which I think you'll be interested in. I know it can help you. Hey, you told me how financially stressed you were, how you want to give your kids a better education. I've got an opportunity that I know can help you achieve that. Can I buy you a cup of coffee? I had to learn how to step out of my comfort zone and reach out to other people. I had to learn that some resilience, how to get over disappointments. I don't know what your personal development journey is, but you're going to have to become the best version of yourself. And the beautiful thing in this business is you get to work with your upline sponsor, your upline leaders, people who believe in you, people who have a true desire to see you succeed and will take this journey with you. When you fall down, they will help you get back up. They can't get back up for you, but they will be there and they'll help you get back up. When things go right, they'll be there to celebrate with you. They'll be there to mentor you and to use their experience to guide you to success, because we have a system that can help anybody succeed, no matter your age, your race, your background, or your past experience. You heard a story by Barry Bland earlier on the call, a specialist anesthetist who has achieved significant success in this business. Next weekend, I fly up to Lesotho and I get to work with a couple called Jacob and Elizabeth, where she has a grade 5 education and he has a grade 6 education. And together they have built this business, and they are in the top 5 to 10 earners in this country every single month. No matter your background, you can succeed in this business if you choose to. So guys, to our guests on the call, I hope we have given you enough information to make a decision. The decisions are very easy. You can say, I want to improve my health. And what I'll say to you, that is fantastic. That's a great decision. Get on and speak to the person who got you onto this call and get onto TrueNN as soon as possible. You can say, no, you lot are crazy. That's okay. We're going to do this anyway. But as Rico said to us a couple of weeks ago, get onto the product anyway. So if your circumstances change in 6 months to a year's time, you got the energy, you got the health to take this business journey. Or you can say to us, yes, I want to change my future. I've got goals and dreams. I want to take my life from where it is to where I want it to be. And I need a vehicle to do that. Near Life right now is the best vehicle you're going to find anywhere to take you on the journey. And there's a couple of things which I see people, a couple of things which are stopping people from getting what they truly want. Number one, they say, I don't have enough time. You're going to have the same amount of time that you had last year. You're going to have 24 hours every single day. If you want something different, learn how to manage that time a little bit better. That's something I had to learn in my personal development journey. People say to me, Drew, I'd love to do it, but I don't have the money to get started. Now, it's going to cost you a little bit of money to get started. You're going to have to invest in a business kit for less than R1,000 and get your training six-pack. But if you don't have enough money to do that, then maybe this business is something that you need right now. And what I suggest you do is you get out there, go and have a look around your home, and you get rid of dead capital. There might be an old bicycle you can sell. Maybe there's an old jacket that you don't need anymore, or a TV that you aren't going to watch because you're going to be building your business. Get out there, sell it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, on Gumtree. Raise the capital to start a journey that can take you from where you are to where you want to be. And the final thing, which really kills people, is they say, you know what, it sounds fantastic, but I'm going to think about it. They think about it, they forget about it, and things don't change. For things to change, you're going to have to change. And so if any of this resonated with you and you are excited to make some positive changes in your life, take that step of faith. What is faith? Faith is believing in something that you haven't yet seen. And that's a decision that you will need to make if you want to change that circumstances, if you want to achieve that goal or that dream. So to all of you, wonderful connecting with you tonight. To our guests, thank you for your 30, 40 minutes that you spent with us. I pray that it will be of value to your life, to your year. Get back to the person who got you onto this call and give them your decision, whatever that decision is. And I look forward to welcome you into this Near Life family.